Here is a video about the graph from slope-intercept form. So I'm going to do problems directly from the practice to show you guys that this is exactly what I showed you in class, but you just have to drag those 2 points to put the line where you want it. Okay, so here I'm going to go ahead and draw. So I have y equals negative 1/4 x plus 6. And I want you to take some quick notes. So we know that the equation of a line in slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, okay? Where m, or whatever is right here in front of the x, this is the slope, okay? And our slope is always equal to rise over run. So in this case, it's pretty nice because our slope is already a fraction. So we don't have to put a whole number over 1 or anything. My rise is a -1 and my run is a +4. So this is telling me I'm going to be going down 1 and to the right 4 whenever I make my slope triangle. Okay. Now over here, my b term, the 6, this is always your y-intercept. All right, or your starting point. So the y-intercept is wherever it crosses the y-axis. Okay. So the first point that you can plot on the graph is that y-intercept. So I know it's going to be at +6. Okay, so I'm going to need to move one of my points to the +6 there. And then what you guys can start to do is use that slope, right, to see where your next point is going to be. So if I wanted to draw a slope triangle, I need to go down 1 and to the right 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's a point there, and I can keep doing that. Go down 1 to the right 1, 2, 3, 4. There's my next point. So now you guys can start to see where your line can go. So now I'm going to show you how to do this with using the points on Khan Academy, because once you hide your notes, it disappears from view. You see that? You can always go right back to it to double check your line, but for now I know that one of them has to go there at the 6. And then my slope is down 1 and to the right 4. So you see here how it doesn't let you put them right underneath, because if a line is straight up and down, it's an undefined line. So I can go side by side, but not right underneath it. And I think that's what some of you might be struggling with. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do my run first, just because that's what I have to do here to get to my next point. So I have to go to the right 4 and then down 1. And it's okay if you do that. You'll see we're going to get to the same spot. Okay, so we're going to do our rise first. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4 away from my y-intercept. And then my run, or I'm sorry, gosh, I did the run first. I went to the right 4. Now my rise is down 1. And you guys see that? Now you can kind of see the slope as well. If I go down 1 and to the right 4, you'll see I still get the same line. Okay? So now if you were to show your notes again, you can see that, yep, there's my line. That's where my points belong. Okay, so this is how you can go about graphing a line in Khan Academy. All right. So let's see the next one. So 2x minus 7. So once again, I have y equals 2x minus 7. And if the last example problem was too fast for you, make sure you pause and get all that down and really grasp the understanding before moving on. So here, my 2 is my slope. And slope is rise over run. But this here is a whole number. But I've taught you that you can always put a whole number over 1 because 2 divided by 1 is just 2. It's the same thing. So this is telling me I'm going to be going up 2 and to the right 1. Okay. This -7 here, this is my y-intercept. So that is where my line will cross the y-axis. So I have to plot that as my first point at -7. All right, and now I'm going to draw slope triangles. So I have to go up 2 and to the right 1, up 2 to the right 1. And I can keep on going if you want to. You can just keep on going as long as you want. You really only need 2 points though, and that's why Khan Academy only gives you these 2 points, to plot your line because you only need 2 points to draw a line. So let's go ahead and do some of this on just the Khan Academy graph. So my -7, that is my y-intercept. And then I know here I have to go up 2 and to the right 1, right? But this makes it a little bit difficult because I can't go up 2. So I'm going to go to the right 1 first and then up 2. So once you have that, you can check it here. Whoops. There we go. And you see that those points line up with the line. What I could have also done is like on a separate piece of paper or a sticky note or something on my desk, I could have written that I need to plot the point 0, -7, right? That's this green one right here. And then the next one here is the point 1, -5. So I could also write that down, and then once I go to graph my line and my notes here disappear, I have this on paper, right? I have this right here on paper. You could do all of this on paper, honestly, right? But plotting the points using this drawing is really helpful for you to check your work after you've graphed it, because then you can see if it lines up or not. All right, so let's see the next one. All right, so here on a separate piece of paper or on here, it's up to you. I always liked doing my notes on a separate piece of paper so I would have them to look back on. If I was using Khan Academy to teach myself something, I would always take notes on what I got wrong, what I got right. I would make sure that I really understood what I was doing. That's why I love Khan Academy. So this -1/3, that is your m, which is your slope, and y equals mx plus b. It's always rise over run, and lucky us, this one is already in a fraction form. So the rise is -1/3. And honestly, guys, this negative could go on top or bottom. It doesn't matter. Just remember that they're not both negative. If they were both negative, then it would actually be a positive, right? So whenever something's a negative, only the top or the bottom is a negative. Either way you plot it, you're going to get the same thing here. So we'll go down 1 and to the right 3. And then this 5 here is my y-intercept. It is the b term in y equals mx plus b. Okay, so now if I were to plot this, I'm going to plot the 5 first. So this is my y-intercept. And then I'm going to go down 1 and to the right 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is my next point. And again, if you want, you can keep on doing it. I'll show you guys. What if I had done 1 over -3 instead? This means I would go up 1 and to the left -3. So let's do it from this point here. So if I went up 1 and to the left -3, you'll notice it's still the same line, right? It's still following the same pattern. If I had gone from this point that we already know is there and gone up 1 and back 3, I would just end up back at my y-intercept, which is perfect, right? So this is just proving to you guys it doesn't matter if it's on top or bottom. It's just going to change the direction you're going in, right? So I could keep on going here if you wanted to add more points to check. So your line should look something like this. Okay, you guys can even draw the line before if you want. So if I were writing on another piece of paper, I'd say, okay, I need to plot the point 0, 5 because that's my y-intercept. And then I'm just going to erase some of these because it kind of gets a little messy, you know. All right. And then I see that I also have the point 3. So right here, this is a 3, 3, 4. Okay, so this right here is the point 3, 4. So I know I can plot that one as well. And you can plot either of these as well, and you would still get the right answer. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to plot the point 0, 5 first. And then from that, I know I would be going to the right 1 and down 3. Okay. Wait. No, sorry. Up 1 and to the left 3 of that point. Or you can think of it as first going to the right 3 and then down 1. Or that is also the point 3, 4, right? So if we double check this here, you'll notice that that is the correct line. Let's assume that I had accidentally flipped my rise and run like I had done there in my head. So if you're like, okay, so I go down 3 and to the right 1, right? That would be technically -3/1, not -1/3. But if you were to check you'd be like, whoa, that is not the right line, right? So you'd be like, okay, I must have messed up on my slope. So I actually need to go to the right 3 and down 1. Or that's the same as going down 1 and to the right 3, just like we did here. Okay? So this is the last one that I'll do because I do want you guys to make sure to practice on your own and get some of your own problems done in case you see these exact same ones. So I hope this was helpful. Yeah, take notes, look at the hints, watch more videos. You guys got